In this video, you will see how to hand score or manually grade open-ended test items that cannot be automatically scored. These test items need the professional judgment only a teacher can make. Begin by finding your way to the assessment you're grading. Log in using your teacher login and password on the swunmath.com website and choose your course. Click on Online Assessments. If you're not sure how to get here, you can download the handout or watch an earlier video that shows you how to log in as a teacher. These are available on swunmath.com. Now, to do anything related to grading assessments or viewing reports, we will click on Grades in the black navigation bar on the left side of the screen. This opens up the Grader Report, which shows how each student has performed on each assessment. There isn't much data yet because we've only administered the Unit 1 test and grading isn't complete. Now, to find the items that need to be hand scored, click Assessment Reports on the drop-down menu near the top of the page. We are interested in Grade 3 Unit 1, so where it says Choose Report, we'll click and choose Grading. Now here I see there are two questions that need to be manually graded, question number 15 and question number 16. These numbers may look a little strange. In this demonstration, I gave the assessment to 9 students. There are 7 students who needed to have their answers manually graded, and 2 who did not. This is because 2 students did not attempt questions 15 and 16, so those attempts were automatically scored 0 out of 2 points. Now, as a classroom teacher, I have the option to override that or any other automatically scored item, and we'll learn how to do that in another video. On question 15, you can see that I have already graded 2 assessment questions, and then I was called away. And I show you this to demonstrate that you can stop scoring at any time and then resume later. The system will remember which questions remain to be graded. To continue manual grading, I will choose to score the remaining 5 responses for question 15. Now on this page, I'm given some options. I can choose to see just the 5 responses that need grading, the 2 that have been previously graded, or all 9 of the responses altogether. I can choose how many items I wish to see per page, and I can choose the order in which I wish to view the assessments. All of these are a personal preference. I can keep them open, or I can close those options off so I don't see them again. Now, to continue manual grading, I first need the answer key. So what I'm going to do is look right over here and find where the answer key is, and I can click on it to open it in this window, and I can print it or save it. I'm going to choose to open it in a new tab. So I will have it right here next to the assessment that I'm grading. Click over here, and I am going to scroll down to see what the answer is supposed to be for number 15. I see that a student is supposed to use a particular strategy and show the right answer, and they can get 1 point for each of those responses. So I can have 0 if they're both incorrect, 1 or 2 points for this question. As I look at this first response, I can see that the student gave the correct answer but did not show any work using a strategy. So I'm going to put a 1 out of 2 in this cell to score that student's work. For question number 2, I see that the student has the wrong answer and did not show any work, so I will mark 0 out of 2. The next student has a beautiful demonstration of a draw a picture strategy, however, it's for subtraction instead of addition. So unfortunately, this earns 0 points because the student did not correctly model or solve the given problem. I can leave a note to remind myself why this student earned 0 out of 2 points. And if I choose to, I can have the student work on this problem again separately on a piece of paper and come back in if I choose to and change the points awarded for this problem. Similar issue on this one. The student has a beautiful representation of draw a picture, but unfortunately has a box hiding part of the numerical response. From what I can see, I can only award 1 point for the strategy and no point for the correct answer. So for now, I'm going to award 1 out of 2 points, and I can always go back to the student and ask for clarification of the answer. And if in my professional judgment the student deserves to have both points awarded, I can go back and change it later. This final response is a wonderful representation of the place value strategy with the correct answer. This student earns 2 out of 2 points. Now I am done manually scoring these 5 questions. I'm going to click on Save and go to Next Page. This page is now updated to show that 7 have already been graded and I have 0 left to grade on question number 15. Now I'm going to tackle question number 16 by clicking on Grade, and I remember I still have the answer key over here. I'm going to review what the correct response includes and come back over here and go through each question individually. The manual scoring is complete. I'll click on the Save and go to Next Page button, and the next screen shows that I still have 2 more to grade. This one will earn 1 point for having the right answer with no work, and the same with this one. Click here, Save and go to Next Page, and I see that I have all of the questions have been scored. In this video, you saw how to hand score or manually grade open-ended test items that cannot be automatically scored because they need the professional judgment only a teacher can make. In the next video, you'll see how to override automatically scored test items if you'd like to change whether a student receives credit for an answer to a particular question. In later videos, you'll see how this data is displayed in several useful reports.